welcome to my review of Ready or Not, the horror comedy directed by Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett, starring Samara Weaving. The film tells the story of Grace, who on her wedding night, instead of consummating her marriage, is forced to play this deadly game of hide-and-seek by her new in-laws, who are this eccentric family that has made a fortune out of creating board games, unless they made video game versions of those board games. But the film never explains that. So maybe we have a sequel. So basically imagine if Hide and Seek had a baby with a purge, and that is this film. Because it's basically people playing hide and seek with this purge-like mentality, and you only have this house to play in. And this film is a crap ton of fun. And it knows exactly what it is. This is the B-movie that I crave and I love. It knows what it is, and it has a lot of fun with what it is. There's this irreverent, audacious attitude towards the rules of each of these genres and the way you blend these two genres that the film just throws out the window and does its own thing. I loved watching this film. The comedic beats are just precise, and they do not only extend towards the deaths, but also towards the attitudes that these characters have towards this game that they are playing. Even to the disposing of certain bodies, there's a lot of comedic value in this film that I really appreciate. Not only physical humor, puns, visual humor, visual gags going on. I just loved what they do with these people in this film, and Samara Weaving is spectacular. Now, we all know this actress has some big, undeniable eyes. You have a picture of her, you are going to look at her eyes. That's what's going on. I don't know if they did it on purpose, but because she has such big eyes, such noticeable eyes, I don't know if everyone else was just squinting throughout the whole film, because you could just see that everyone else has really small eyes. And this family is just fantastic to witness. I would love to see a prequel of just these people being presented to the games that they play on wedding nights, I guess, for the first time. Because you can see some of them, despite playing it, they don't necessarily like it. There's a mysticism behind the why they do this and why they do this on wedding nights when they add a new person to the family that I'm not going to get into, but it's just so freaking funny. What this film excels at, it's exactly what it promises if you watch the trailer. And it's rated R, so there's a lot of gore. But even in that exaggeration, the film has fun with it. And you get to like these characters and get to know a little bit about them. The film develops them just enough. But in that development, it also creates some inconsistencies. One thing that you'll notice towards the third act, which I won't spoil, is that these characters change motivations suddenly, change attitudes. What you got to know about them suddenly changes, and you don't get to understand that change. I blame that on the script more than anything, of course, and the script was written, in part at least, by Ryan Murphy, who I know is adored by many, not so much myself. And because some characters have inconsistencies in their development, it only made me notice more this old lady and the missed opportunity they had with her in this film. Now, she's fantastic. She's really funny. She's frightening to look at. You just feel this shiver going down her spine every time she's on screen and she's saying something. But she does deliver some of the biggest laughs of the film. She only does not deliver the biggest one because that itself is on the finale of this film, which again, I will not go into, but it's a freaking fantastic finale. They went balls to the wall, they weren't afraid, and I love this film for doing that. You can look at this film and see it as a commentary on marriage. You can look at this film and see it as a commentary on the rich versus the poor, or rich versus the middle class. But I look at this film as just a fun film, a fun horror comedy that doesn't care, and it's not here to preach or anything. It's just here to have a lot of fun with this kind of genre-bending attitude that it has. I'm going to give Ready or Not a B+. Guys, what did you think of Ready or Not? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. Let me know what kind of game, be it a board game or like a physical game that you'd play, that you would turn into a horror comedy, or maybe just a horror film. Thank you so much once again for watching, so until the next video, stay beautiful, stay geeky, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video because it really helps me out. So until then, love each other and love the movies.